God made the mountains and rise above the clouds. Then came the rivers that swiftly run proud. He gave us wildflowers that dance in the breeze. He shaded the hillsides with the green trees. His greatest creation is just 3 feet tall. She steps on my heels as I'm walking down the hall. Gramps, I'll ever leave you, here's the reason why. You and I will marry if Grandma don't cry. Her long dark hair puts the finest silk to shame. One look in those brown eyes, my life ain't the same. Someday she'll leave me, that's part of God's plan. But Lord, I'll enjoy her as long as I can. His greatest creation is just 3 feet tall. She steps on my heels as I'm walking down the hall. Gramps, I'll never leave you, here's the reason why. You and I will marry if Grandma don't cry. Gramps, I'll ever leave you, here's the reason why. You and I will marry if Grandma don't cry. When we dance together, my world's in disguise. It's a storybook ending coming true. And when you look at me with those stars in your eyes, I can waltz across Texas with you. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms. Waltz across Texas with you. Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charms. I can waltz across Texas with you. My heartaches and troubles are just up and gone the moment you come into view. With your hand in mine, dear, I could dance on and on. I can waltz across Texas with you. Waltz across Texas with you in my arms.
What good?
Waltz across Texas with you.
Oh, I didn't know he's got the sound.
Like a storybook ending, I'm lost in your charms. I can waltz across Texas with you.
Little Ernest done.
He's the fighting at home, sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can't forget I've ever known. Wind whipping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on. I'd rather fight the wind and rain than what I've been fighting at home. Now yonder comes a truck with the U.S. mail, people writing letters back home. Tomorrow she probably won't be back, but I'll be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can't forget I've ever known her. Any place is alright as long as I can't forget I've ever known her.
Now I need a Mountain Dew.
Alright. Very good.
If I lose, win or draw, I hope it's for the best. I don't know where I'm going, I don't really care. Someplace where I haven't been, could be anywhere. Now if I haven't lost it, then it can't be found. If I keep on searching, search all their life, regardless of the cost. What they leave behind is a priceless loss. So, all that they can hold before they're old and gray, it will be worth it on their final day. I don't know where I'm going, I don't really care. Some place where I haven't been, could be anywhere. What? If I haven't lost it, then it can't be found. If I keep on searching, it might come around. I just wrote 2 verses to that. So he got to thinking this would be really a good place to start a casino. And that's how it all come about. He built that Riverside Casino, and then he built the airport, across, and then he eventually built that bridge across so you didn't have to go way over the dam.
Or bring a boat across.
Yeah, and so then he had a big ranch in the Wallapai Mountains, and he raised beef, and that's where he gets meat for his restaurants and stuff, and so anyway, I wrote this song for him, and I went to the Riverside, and this guy that did the bookings, he was kind of a butthead, and but he booked all the entertainment in there, and each time he'd give me the brush off, and he said, oh, I'm booking such and such night, such and such, and just so I got tired of it. So one night I grabbed my guitar, and my wife said, where are you going? I said, well, I'm going to go play my song for Don Laughlin. So I went marching through the casino, and people are looking, wondering who I am, and he had an escalator going up to his office, and I went up there, and the secretary was there, but Don wasn't there, and I said, is Mr. Laughlin? And she said, no, he doesn't come down till a little later in the evening, and she said it'd probably be down about 45 minutes. I said, well, I'll go play a slot machine or something. So he came down, when he came down, I went back up, and I said, Mr. Laughlin, I said, I've written a song for you. And he said, well, I got relatives in from Minnesota. He said, would you mind playing in front of people? I said, no. He said, I'll tell you what, he had a ballroom, and every Sunday he'd have a tea dance, he called it. And he loved to dance, and he said, I'll have it all set up for you, and you come in Sunday, and he said, you can play your song for me. So I went in that Sunday, and I played the song for him, and when I got done, I went over the table. He said, I really like that song. He said, most people, what they have to say is, not flattering, and he said, and I think with your talent, he said, that we can do something with it. So I went home, and then I put the steel guitar in it and everything, and made him a tape, and then come back, and I still got the letter from him, and he sent me this letter, and he said, I really like your song. He said, with your ability, and he was a great friend with Mel Tillis, and I thought, man, if I could just meet Mel Tillis. And so anyway, he said, I've sent your song on to my director, the guy that does. I said, oh. Because I went over his head, so that shot that down.
Yeah, like you say, it's a tough game out there.
I don't even know if Don's alive yet now.
You must get so excited, and then all of a sudden just let down.
Yeah.
That's got to be really hard.
But yeah, it was.
You think you've gone so far and so close.
How old do you think Don was then when you sang this?
Oh, he was pretty old, I think.
He's probably gone then, huh?
I would think he would be. And then his sons, they kind of took over, and they didn't have near the personality that that he had. And I'm sure I know it's still going business and that.
Yeah. Then
one time we were down in Knoxville, And we were doing a little painting too, because you know I was only playing just maybe 3 or 4 nights a week. So we were painting too. And these people had a beautiful home right on the Cumberland River and had a sailboat. And, you know, they were pretty well to do. And I was doing some inside painting, and this lady come find out she was a PR person for that Glenn Campbell golf tournament down there in Nashville. Chet Atkins, Glenn Campbell, Owen, celebrities, you know, they had that golf tournament down there. So I sat in her kitchen and played some of my songs, and she really liked it. She said, I'll see that they listen to your songs, you know. And that was about the time that doctor said, well, if you don't get your granddaughter out here, you're going to be burying her. So, and we just headed out, you know, and I'd lost all track of that. So there was a couple times that I got close. But
Yeah. I say it just wasn't meant to happen there.
yeah. I'm gonna still work on it. See if I can get some songs published, you know.
Oh yeah.
But I figured
Don't
this
give
winter
up.
I'm gonna try to get a CD, you know, made of my own. I want to try to put all the instruments in it myself. And I can put the bass and the drums in with I got a keyboard, and I can put the bass and drums in with that. And then,
But you have a CD out with the whole band.
yeah, that's a bluegrass.
Oh, bluegrass.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then with that I can put steel guitar and I can put regular guitar in it. And maybe a little bit of piano, a little bit of keyboard. But that's my hopes to get a CD out this winter, I hope.
Yeah, there you go. He's thinking.
Yeah, he is.
Should I play or should
Me Harlan, sometimes calls me Jess. When she calls me Harlan, something is amiss. I train my ear to listen to the name I want to hear. Harlan's always far away while Jess is standing there. My mama named me Harlan, in school they called me Jess. My wife called me both names, that's true love, I guess. I train my ear to listen to the name I want to hear. Harlan's always far away while Jess is standing near.
That is cute.